Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be basically setting up the Alexa system. There's quite a bit involved with this, and after we get this done, it really lays a groundwork for everything else that we need to do with the highs and lows alerts, the reminder system that we use for Lantis, the drink system, and so on. Um, there is quite a bit of setup that we have to do for this, and some of this setup, um, like the time range node, once we get that set up, we shouldn't have to do any more configuration to it for setting up the longitude and latitude for it and so on. So there's going to be an Alexa announcement system, all the flows that we have for the alerts and so on, that will actually go into that. There's another flow set up that's for checking the global message that I actually send out to all the Alexas. At noon every day, I have a kind of like the whistles that blow at 12 o'clock on the weekends. This is the Alexa every day at noon. We'll say that this is a test of the Alexa system. And it was really set up because we were having issues with, after a while, the Alexas wouldn't work anymore. And I set that up just so we knew when they weren't working. And it's kind of also if one of the kids, for whatever reason, unplug one of the Alexas and we're happen to be in that room when it goes off, we'll hear it. I also have the system initialize 4 times a day, and then there is an inject button that I set for manually doing it if something comes up. If I change my password on on Amazon, I will have to go through and reset this back up. I do have every hour, I believe I have it set for. I refresh the Amazon cookie. And I do have a different one set up. I'm not going to go into detail on how to set that up, but when the Alexa system's down, it will message me. If it's requested, I might do that down the road because that uses a different app on the phone. So I think that's it. This is going to be kind of a lengthy video for today, just so you guys know. All right, well, let's get into it. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new flow. We're going to name it Alexa System. Done. We'll move that right there, and we'll do a full deploy. The next thing that we're going to do is we'll put a comment over here. And this is going to be initialize system through day. The next thing that we'll need is down here. Let's see an Alexa initialize. So we'll put that right about there. So go in here. We'll name it initialize. So then, because we don't have anything created right now, we'll hit the pen icon. I'm going to slide this off the screen for a second. And we'll name it our Alexa system. So we'll put our Alexa. Learn how to spell. Slide this back over here. The other thing was, let me look at this quick. Okay, what we'll do in here is we will name it our Alexa. Under this IP, we're going to name it, or sorry, put in the IP address of the Node-RED install, the Raspberry Pi. So mine is 192.168.0. I believe it's 53. Port, you leave the same. File path, type in alexa.txt. And then under refresh, change the 3 to a 5. Everything else should stay the same if you're in the US. If you're in another country, you may have to change a service host. If you click on the little book icon over here and read through the settings, it should give you the info and so on. I'm going to leave mine the same because, like I said before, I'm from the US. So we'll hit update, done, deploy. Now the next thing that we'll do is we'll throw an inject in here, and we'll delete these 2 lines, hit done, connect the wire, do full deploy. We'll hit this button, and this will actually inject and cause the flow to go. So as it's telling us, we want to connect to this in our browser. So we'll type in 192.168.0. whatever the IP address of your Raspberry Pi is, :3456. Enter. Now, it should come up to this. I'm actually going to slide this off of here and sign in quick. Once you hit sign in, looks like it's going to send me an email to approve this. So we'll go into my email on my phone and approve it. After that, you should then get the Amazon Alexa cookie successfully retrieved. You can now close the browser. We'll just close this tab. So now it shows success. So if I hit inject, failed alarm smart home devices. Not really sure what that means. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to set up times here throughout the day. So we're going to go with Chrome again. Set it up here. And on this one, we will name this midnight. So on this, first 0 stays there. The next asterisk changes to a 0. And then the next asterisk will change to 0 as well. And this would be at midnight. So we'll hit done. We're going to copy that and paste it. This one will be 6 a.m. And then we'll change the 0 to a 6. Done. Paste again. Now this one I'll do as noon 30. And the reason is because, like I said before, at noon I have it do a test of the Alexa system every day. So this will get changed to 12. And this will be 30. So that's at 12:30. Hit done. Paste one more. And this will be 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. we'll have to do 1800. So as you can see, 1800. Not really sure why this isn't starting till tomorrow, but whatever. Oh, I think I know what the issue is. The time zone's wrong. We'll have to fix that here in a second. All right, so then we'll tie all this into here and hit do full deploy. So now it will tell you, we space this out a little bit. There we go. Deploy. Now it'll show you when each one is going to go. As I said before, we're going to have to fix the time zone on oh, here it is, time zone. All right, to fix the time zones, for me, it's America / Chicago. Put that in to each one of these, and then when you're done, you need to deploy all. So at that point, it should show that, let's say the 6 p.m., less than 2 hours away. So the hour and 52 minutes. So it's on the right time zone. That's critical to have these go off at the times you want. So the next thing that we'll do is we're going to refresh the Alexa cookie. So we'll do Alexa initialize, change that to our Alexa, change this to refresh cookie, hit done. And then the other thing that we want is another cron node. So we'll put that there, wire that in, and for here, we want to have it 30 space 0 space 0 /1 space star, and just leave the rest of it. So there should be 4 stars with spaces in between after all that. So this should be exactly what you should have in there. And what this will be is 30 seconds past every hour. Hit done. And we'll do a full deploy. And at that point, you should be able to, it should say ready for each one, and it should start going. It's going to go again. Oh, the other thing I forgot was the time zone. America / Chicago. Oh my God. There we go. Done. So, hit deploy, and now it should be on the right one. So there's that. Now we're doing initialize and refreshing the cookie. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I'll add a comment in here again. This is actually going to be the Alexa announcement system. Hit done. And then, so the way we're going to do this is, write a piece of paper here. So we're going to add something in later on. But as of right now, we're going to do, well, no, we'll go ahead and put it in here. So we'll do a link in. Your link in, this is going to be Alexa announcement system. I'll show you how we'll use that in a little while here. So the next thing that we'll put in is a switch. So that switch, we're going to take sorry, not switch, a change. So delete that switch and put the change in. So we're going to change the global Alexa alert to message payload. So I'll run that in. The next thing you'll want after that is a within time. Now, I have not set this up yet on here, so we'll go ahead and set this up. We're going to go into setup here with this. So what you're going to need to do is get your latitude and longitude of your house, and then enter that into here. Best way would be is to maybe use Google Maps. You can get your GPS in there. So I'm going to drag this off the screen here and enter in my info. So then one thing to remember is if it's negative, make sure to add the negative part in as well. So update that and then drag this back in. So the way that I have mine set up is we'll do keys. 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., which would be 100, and I believe that's just 9 p.m. we do. So, once you get your start time of when you would want the way that I do this, let me show you. So this one here would be in between this time. So 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So with ours, I have it do all of our Alexas. The bottom one would be the one that we have in our bedroom, and then maybe our living room, because sometimes we're out there till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, so we need to hear it when we're out there as well. We don't have the Alexas play throughout the rest of the house because we don't want to wake everybody else up. So just keep that in mind when you want to set your hours. You can do different ones for, Monday through Friday, and then do one for Saturday and Sunday, and so on. Gets a little bit more difficult that way. But so there's that. The next thing that we would do is, I believe it's the Alexa routine. So in the Alexa routine here, I'm pretty sure I have the wrong. Nope. There we go. Okay, so let me get one of these up here. Okay. So because back here we set global.alexa alert. So it's going to take the payload that comes in and changes it to that. And the reason why I do that, I will show you here in a second. But for now, we'll do global and change this to Alexa alert. I believe we'll do speak at volume here. And the way that we do it is I do it at 30. I'm going to change this back to Alexa alert. There we go. So that's what you should see. And then you can do the same for all the different Alexas that you have. Right now, I have one Alexa that's attached to the system. So, test. So there would be that one. Now let's say, I'm just going to copy and paste this one for now. Let's say I had another Alexa assigned, and this one was test 2. Now test 2, we didn't want to go at night when everybody else is sleeping. So let's say one of the kids' rooms. So during the day, the top one would be within this time. I want it to play on all of them. Okay. But at night, I only want it to play on this one here. So when it's out of this time, it will only go to this one down here. That might be a better representation right there. So we'll deploy that. And because of the way that I have this set right now, is it's automatically going to play on both. So I'm just going to delete this one out of here because we only have the one. Maybe I'll add the other one in at some point, but for now, this is the way we're going to do it. But again, you can copy and paste all of the ones that you want to do and so on. You know, you would just set what ones you want all the time or during the day, and then set your other ones just at night. So, all right. So the next thing would be is, let's throw in a comment above this so we know what it is. This would be the Alexa alert system. So the next thing that we're going to do is this is just checking what the global message is. So I'm going to put this in here. Check global alerts. Hit done. So we're going to throw an inject in here. Delete these 2 lines out of here. Hit done. The next thing is we want to change. So we want to set payload to the global Alexa alerts. Hit done. And then we want to debug it here. So we're going to wire this all up. We will deploy. Go to the debug screen and we'll clear out all of the debug messages. And then, as of right now, we shouldn't have a single message set. So, undefined. But we can use this down the road when we do have something set. So, the other thing would be, you don't have to do this. I will show you how I do my test at noon every day. So this would be the Alexa test system. So then I'm going to put an inject in here. You don't have to put the inject if you don't want to. I do this or when I need to do tests. So we'll delete the 2 lines out of the inject if you want to do this. The next thing we'll do is Chrome timer. We'll throw that in here. We'll set this to every minute. I don't remember which one this is. We do not want every 12 hours. Okay, so this is what you're going to want. So it'll be 0 space 0 space 12 space and then 4 stars with spaces in between those. Exactly how I have it here on the screen. So then we'll hit done. And then we'll get a change in here. So what we want is this is a test of Alexa system. And then we'll put a link out in here. Now this link out will get linked to there. And we'll name this test Alexa system. Done. So it draws this line up here. It's just an imaginary line. It's only going to show up when you have one of these two highlighted. So okay, so the next thing we'll do is we'll wire in all of these. Oops. We'll hit deploy. And then we'll run the inject.
This is a test of the Alexa system.
So just to show you, I'll run the inject again.
This is a test of the Alexa system.
And there we go. That is the whole Alexa system. I did not realize that we already have the announcement system up there, so I will delete this. So you didn't actually need the 2, but like I said, you can have as many Alexas in here as you want, and you can tie them into this. You can come back in here at any time and change these times. Going with weekdays and stuff like that, that is a bit more tricky. That's why I try to keep mine to 8 o'clock. Usually everybody is up by 8 o'clock during the week. On the weekends, it's a little different, but most of the kids are up at that time. So that's pretty much how we do it. The next video will have actually setting up the highs and lows alerts. I was going to fit it into this one, but it went way too long. So we'll do that on the next video. That's pretty much it. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe. You want an alert for any time I release a video, hit the bell. And then that's all my social media stuff as well. You can ask any questions on there or just throw a comment down below. All right. You guys have fun.